YouTube friends and family. How are you guys doing this evening? I hope that everyone is doing wonderful and swell per usual on this rainy Saturday. It is April the 4th, I believe, and it's 2026. It is currently 6:15 p.m. here in Detroit, Michigan. I'm just now getting back to the room or whatever. I had stopped my lift day at 5 o'clock or whatnot. And I still took me a little break in between to have me a little smoke session or whatever the case may be. And my total today only made about 140. So this is like what you would consider like a bad day. But I can't even say that because I did take me a break or whatnot to have me a smoke session and just chill for a minute. Then after I did that, I was in the car all this time debating if I wanted to get my hair braided or whatnot, or if I just wanted to thug it out a few more, like another week or two, and then get my hair braided. But I've been saying that I was going to go to the beauty supply store and get all the stuff that I needed to do my wig the right way at least. So I did stop at the beauty supply store and do that. But my last Lyft rider today, he was getting his hair braided, so I was dropping him off at the African hair braiding shop or whatever. But earlier today when I had went to stop at the dispensary or whatnot, I'm glad I checked this bag because I almost threw my weed in the garbage. But when I went to go to the dispensary or whatever to get some good weed to mix with my shake or whatnot, I go in there and I was talking to the lady who helped me or whatever, and she happened to say something to me. It was about tips or something and keeping extra change or whatever. And I just like, oh, okay, I let whatever she had said, I brushed it off. I just was laughing or whatnot. But then I just ended my Lyft shift or whatever, and I had went into the beauty supply store, and it cost me $100 in the beauty supply store. So, as I'm adding it up, I noticed that I'm missing like $20-something that should be in my little account or whatnot. I told people I'm very nice. I said I ain't the greatest at math, but I know how to count my motherfucking money. I said I don't know how to do that, all that algebra, geography, and all them numbers, equal shapes, and letters and shit. That's what I don't know. But when it comes to my money, hi honey, I know how to count my motherfucking money, and I ain't no dumbass bitch. So yesterday, me and the kids went out to Fridays, and we had a really cool waiter. She was nice, pretty light-skinned girl. She had some orange hair or whatever. I remember her because she was complimenting my daughter on her hair, and they was, both of their hair colors was like an orangey kind of color. So I remember what she looked like, and she was real nice or whatever. So and she was pretty much the only waitress there running the whole fucking store. So I had went in there, and me and the kids, we all sat down, we ate, we ordered our food, and for the first time, and I'm not even trying to be funny, I did not like my food. As soon as it got to me, I got sick. And I had ordered the Cajun chicken and shrimp Alfredo, which is pretty much really the only thing I order from Fridays besides ordering some wings. But as soon as my food got to me, I got nauseous as fuck and sick. Like, my kids can tell you, I brought the whole thing home. It's still upstairs right now. I just didn't feel good. The food wasn't good to me. But, my kids ate. Mari said he didn't like his food either. But, I'm like, okay, whatever. That don't got shit to do with the waitress. So our bill altogether ended up coming to like $182. And I had only had $170 on my card, like 167, rounded off, I'm saying 170. So what I did, I said, can you take 160 off of my card? And then I gave her $100 bill, and I said, can you take the other 22 something out of this $100 bill? And I did that on purpose because I was going to give her tip in cash. So she ends up bringing me, she breaks the $100 bill, she take the 20 something out, and I give her the $10 in cash for her tip. So being that it was a card payment, I guess it didn't process or anything. it was still pending. So today, when I get ready to deposit my Lyft earnings into my account or whatever, I notice like it's about 20 something dollars short. So I'm like, what the fuck? Where did my money go? That don't make no sense. So I started going through the transactions and I see that TGIF Fridays charged me $182. Which is not a problem because that's how much my bill was yesterday. The problem is I gave you $100 bill and told you to take the rest of the 20 something dollars out. And on top of that, I gave you a tip. So that means your register should have came up with an extra 20 something dollars, or you pocketed 30 something dollars of my money. Cause really $32, almost $35 of my money. And it just brings me back to going to the dispensary high club off of Schoolcraft in Wyoming this morning, and I was talking to the lady and she was like, yeah, because when you keep a little bit extra, and I noted that as soon as she said it. Like somebody probably be stealing tips or some shit like that. And I noted that, and that's so funny because when I went into High Club the other day, I was talking to the man and I asked him, I'm like, is the weed sticky? I'm like, can I touch it? He was like, no, we really don't usually let people touch the weed. I said, well, can I touch your glove? And then he was like, huh? I'm like, I want to touch your glove because he had touched the weed with his glove and I wanted to see how sticky the residue was. And the other lady who was next to me, she was like, I know why she asking to do that. She want to see how sticky the weed is. And I'm like, yeah, I do. Because I wanted to see. And then I can most definitely count. That's why I'm making the video saying that somebody stole my money. Stupid ass. Now shut the fuck up. So anyway, I'll go ahead and get the weed or whatever. But as we was talking, see, this person done distracted me. But anyway, I gets the weed from the lady earlier and she mentioned the tips. And that just made me think about it. And then when I got on my chime earlier and I realized like, oh, it's a little bit of extra couple of dollars missing that should have been deposited into my account. Let me go and see what the problem is. The problem was that the person, get your mayo ass off of line. Or get your mayo ass off my motherfucking channel, bitch. But anyway, I go and I see that they charged me. And it's just so funny because she was, again, like a pretty little light-skinned girl with red hair or reddish, orangish hair. And the lady who runs the front of High Club, she has some red braids right now. Or whatever. And they also remind me of my brother's friends and shit like that. And when the lady, the white girl in the dispensary had mentioned keeping people's tips and keeping a little extra for yourself, it just all brought me back to my brother's friends and them stealing mail, stealing money, and keeping shit that is not theirs and belongs to other people. And then they get an attitude at you when you expose them about it. But somebody about to get caught for doing shit like that. And she could have actually made a mistake. Because what happened too, she charged my card for the $160 at first, but it was still locked. And she came back and told me, I said, oh, my bad, my card is still locked. She still had the $100 bill as well as my card. But when she went back, she charged my card the full amount. And she still did the $20 and something out of the $100 bill. And when she brought it to me, I didn't see it right away because it's a card transaction, so it was pending, just like the lady from Friday said. She was like, it shouldn't even be showing up just yet. I'm like, well, it is. Confirmation. It is. And it's showing up. And I wouldn't have still noticed it until I just deposited the money into my account and it took some money out as if I overdrafted or something. And I didn't overdraft. So that's what made me notice it in the first place. Because I know how to count. So, yeah, and it could have been a mistake. That's why I'm not all irate. I'm not going up there like, oh, you need to fire this bitch. I just said that the girl was nice. She was real pretty, beautiful. Me and my kids was talking to her the whole time she was our waiter. And I seen that she was running back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And I told her that, but she looked at me when I gave her the $10 tip like she probably thought I wasn't going to leave her a tip because I didn't sign the receipt for leaving a tip. And I didn't leave any cash on the table. But I didn't leave the cash on the table because I needed her to break the $100 bill first. You get what I'm saying? So it could have been an honest mistake. That's why I'm not irate or anything. But I do know how to count my money. So don't be telling me like, oh, you probably made a mistake or blase split. And I just told him like, oh, I want my money back. And she was like, well, you can come get it. You coming to get it now? Well, technically, you can actually send it back to my card. But yeah, I will come get it. Or you could have offered me the remainder, the 22 something dollars for a meal or something. You know, I'm not being difficult, but I'm not about to just let nobody get away with taking my money, even if it was an accident. So, yeah. And y'all see how God gives me revelations? The lady in the dispensary mentioned keeping people's tips or keeping extra out of what you're supposed to. And it instantly made me think about when I went and ate yesterday and I left the lady a tip. You see how God shows stuff to me? Just like I said, like he'll show me certain people and it'll remind me of people who I knew for real. Just like I said yesterday, somebody got in my car and it reminded me of one of my old friends. And I said the 2 teenage boys had got in my car the day before. They kind of reminded me of my son and some of my kids' friends with the dreads and being teens and shit like that. Their braces and stuff. God will show me stuff through certain people just by how they look or how they act. So I wasn't saying that, oh, my kids' friends and some thieves and some scammers. No, I'm not saying that. But I'm saying it's a group of teenage boys that remind me of these kids. And that's how God is giving me the revelation. So that's what I'm trying to say. Or whatever. But you know, it is what it is. But I'm about to go get my money. Like, I'm paying $700 a week to stay at this room. I don't have extra money to just be giving away. And I gave her a $10 tip. And when she seen it, she was like, oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I'm like, I appreciate you. I see you ripping and running back and forth, going to table to table to table. I didn't see no other waiter in there. If I had more, if I could have tipped her $30, I would have. But I didn't, so I could only tip 10. Not no damn 32 something dollars. And I love to tip. That's how I was telling people, like, I used to hate if I had to DoorDash or do a Walmart delivery and they had no fucking money and shit, because I hate not tipping people, especially because I used to DoorDash. I used to be a waitress when I was a teenager. Getting paid $3.50 an hour. You had to make the rest of your money off tips. So I'm not like that. You know? But I don't got it like that. My kids need shit and shit. I gotta find us somewhere to live. I tipped what I could tip. And again, it could have been an honest mistake. I'm saying she was running back and forth all by herself. The only waiter that I was really kind of seeing out there. So even if she did it intentionally or not, I'm not mad at her. Even if she purposely stole my money, I'm about to go pick it the fuck up. And I'm still leaving her the $10 tip. Because when I was there, she was busting her ass. But I bust my ass too, whether people agree with that or not. I just got done driving for 5 motherfucking hours. So I can take my kids out and spend $200 to eat when we want to and shit like that. So I get the shit. But that's what I'm saying. I need mine just like you need yours. So yeah. Anywho, I just been catching a lot of different things that people have been saying today. And I pay attention to a lot of stuff. And I take it the way that I take it, you know. Like I was just in the beauty supply store getting all the stuff that I had wanted to do my hair or whatever. And there was a lady in there and she was on the phone talking to somebody. And she was like, yeah, because such and such hair grew. They was talking about hair and she was talking about going on a date. And she was like, but I can't be going on a date with him because he overdressed and he this and he that. Or he like to dress real nice and I ain't got no shoes or this, that, and the other. And I was just thinking about that, like, if you about to go on a date with a nigga and he really want to go on a date with you that bad, like, granted, he shouldn't have to buy your outfit and all that type of shit and pay for the date and all that, but it's niggas out here that do. So if somebody really did want to take you on a date and some shit like that, and you was fucked up at the moment, they'll buy your dress, your heels, get your hair done, get your nails done, get your makeup done, and get everything done if that was the case, because they want to take you out. You should never feel bad like, oh, I was just saying, like, I ain't want to go out and stuff because I didn't have no clothes and stuff. All of my stuff was stolen, lost, or and all that type of shit. But I wasn't talking about like just dating, going out on a date with a man. I'm talking about going out in general. Me, myself, I couldn't even take myself out because I needed to at least get something to throw on. All of my shit was disappearing. You know? So I listen to everything around me and I apply it to my life, or, you know, anything. People could be having a random conversation. They're not even talking to me. But if I overhear it, it's just something God wanted me to hear. I always say too, whoever I'm married, I hope I meet them when I'm at my worst. And I know that sounds crazy, but you gotta really pay attention to how people treat you when you fucked up. Like, if they like, oh, I can't talk to a bitch like that, she dusty, she a bum, or she this, she that. But like, low-key, you like me and you want to fuck with me, but you just think I don't look up to par, but you didn't offer to help me or nothing like that. And you not even saying it to me. Instead, you going around saying it to everybody else, talking to your family, your friends, and everybody else about me, but you didn't even come and confront me about the situation. It wasn't meant for me to fuck with you anyway. So you can go ahead and keep on thinking that I'm dusty. Another one bites the motherfucking dust. You know? Because it's been plenty of times where if I wanted to fuck with a nigga, even my baby daddy, growing up young, even in our 20s and shit like that, like, okay, I got my job first. We have kids, but I'm the one who about to get taxes, so I'm about to break my baby daddy off. He still needs shit too. You know? But people, they be so selfish and be talking about everything but the right thing. Like, if you fuck with somebody, you gonna help that person, family, friend, or foe. Or you gonna leave them the fuck alone. So yeah, I don't know. I'm about to smoke this little bit of weed though, and then go up to this Fridays and get my little bit of change. And then Lily talk about her friends want to go to the movies, but I ain't doing all that shit. Because speaking of subliminal messages and hearing things and shit yesterday, my baby friends wanted me to drop her off in front of the sugar factory downtown. But I kept on saying, I'm not dropping you off until they get up there. You know, call them and see where they at, where they at, where they at. They never show up. But as soon as we leave from down there, all of a sudden they showing where they at. But this girl got in my car today. She was like, yeah, you seen how many fights was down there yesterday? And most of them was girls and people getting jumped and shit like that. But this is what I be telling my kids to pay attention to. People inviting you places and then it's like, oh yeah, meet us here, there, and everywhere. But then they not there when you get there. They not answering the phone and all that type of shit. That shit be set up shit. And I, like, before she even went down there, I already had said I don't like my daughter going places by herself without my other kids and shit like that. So when I do take her, I'm going to stay downtown and stay in the area. All of a sudden, nobody showed up. Now they want to go to the movies all the way on the east side. Like, stop fucking playing with me. These fucking stupid ass kids that be listening to their stupid ass parents. But yeah, it's a no. I'm not going to the east side. I'm not coming back to Southfield and doing, no, not today. They should have showed the fuck up yesterday. But yeah, I just wanted to jot that down in my digital diary. But everybody was pretty much cool today. I was lifting. It was pretty straight. About 4 of my people, though, I had made a mistake and hit the child lock, and I couldn't figure out how to take it off because usually the child lock be at the doors. But it's right here, and I knew when I hit it, I turned the air conditioner on because somebody had said that they was a little hot or cold, one of the two. And that's when I must have hit this child lock. So I was getting out like a real chauffeur, opening the door and shit until I seen it, and I figured it out like, oh, this is how it got turned on. But other than that, I've been having a straight day. Like I said, I ain't too tired. I ain't overworked. I've been chilling. I had to pit stop one time to use the bathroom. I got to pee real bad right now. Once I get up out this car, it's over. And somebody said that's nice coming from me when I said that the girl was pretty and nice and everything. I always give people compliments all the time, ladies and everything. I never have a problem giving compliments. If you pretty, you pretty, or whatever the case may be. This lady and her daughter had got in my car earlier. That was real pretty and stuff like that. As soon as she got in my car, I'm like, y'all smell like black girl magic. She like, what you mean? I'm like, y'all smell like gel, hair grease, and edge control and shit like that. And she was like, oh, I had to just put my hair in a ponytail. It was nappy as fuck. I'm like, no, it smelled like black girl magic. Like when my mama was alive and she used to get the jam and the live and the blue magic and do my hair in the bobos and the ponytails. That's exactly what I instantly started thinking about when her and her daughter got in the car. It just made me think of when my mama used to do my hair in the ponytails and shit. Shit, I used to do my daughter's hairs and stuff like that when they was little too, with the jam, the grease, the bobos at the top and the bottom, matching the outfits with the beads. I didn't play that shit. You know, they get older, they start wanting to do their own hair, wear the sew-ins, dye it and all that type of shit. But when it came to them motherfucking braids and them bobos as a little kid, I did that shit. But yeah, I just don't do hair now like all the little styles that the girls be doing now. I'm not a braider, so you gotta go to a braider, you know. I could do the basics. I can't do all that fancy ass, cute ass shit that the you know, the hairstyles that's in now. I'm not a hairstylist. Shit. I could color it. I could clip their ends and flat iron it out and straighten it out real good. But that's about it. Shit, I can't even do my own hair. That's why I always have wigs on too. I could braid my own hair down in 4 braids or something. But I can't even braid my hair like how I could braid my daughter's hair, because it's my own head. It's beauticians out here, they can do the fuck out their hair. That's not something that I can do. I could do me a ponytail. And barely that shit, because when it comes to that wrapping this shit around, I'm glad that my hair was short and I had cut it all off and shit, because now that it's short, I could put my little knicker-knocker up there and wrap it around all good. When that shit long and you gotta wrap from the bottom up to the top, that should be fucked the fuck up. Somebody better come help me. Shit. What city am I in? Detroit, Michigan. Well, I'm in Southfield right now, technically. But you cross the street, we in Detroit. So no, I think, well, where I'm at in Southfield right now, this is all Southfield. But it's some parts where you can cross the street. If you on 8 Mile and Greenfield, you could be in Detroit, Southfield, and Oak Park all at the same damn time. I'm in Michigan, babe. It's been raining here all day. Heavy and light. My phone just had a tornado warning issued till 7 o'clock. That's what I'm saying. And my baby want to go to the movies and all that. I ain't trying to be driving in that. That's why I turned the lift off, because I'm not tired. Technically, I could have still been lifting, but I just wanted to go to the beauty supply store and then come back to the room and relax. Wash my hair, wash my wig. And I don't even want to wash my hair too much because my daughters don't know how to braid to the scalp. Lex, she can retwist the fuck out of some dreads and shit, but when it comes to braiding to the scalp, she can't do that yet. And that's what I'm saying. So I don't have nobody to help me do my hair right now. I need to find me a hairstylist that's good at growing hair out and all that type of stuff. Because I'm good for cutting my hair too. I look right with short hair. Like when I have a pixie and it's done real cute and shit, I look right with that. And speaking of, that's what the lady was talking about in the beauty supply store as well, getting a pixie. Like when I first cut my hair and got a pixie and I was crying, I wasn't crying because I cut my hair. I was crying because the man didn't do what I had asked him to do. But once I went at home and fixed it and doctored it up, I liked my pixie. And when I had cut my hair, I was pregnant. I had a head full of hair. Right now my hair not bad. If I go get my ends clipped and stuff, I could probably still, you know, wear a decent hairstyle. It's just thin at the top, because that's where I was having the issue at, like the center part of my hair. I told y'all somebody plucked my hair twice, but in every sense, that part of my hair just was like really, really thin. So I need to use like the black spray. And I see I'm not the only person who has that problem, because I be seeing all over social media a lot of ladies have thin edges and they got to cover it with the black spray and in the center part too. So I'm not the only person who has that problem. But that's where my hair, that's why I don't wear it out per se, because that center piece right there was like really, really short and shit. But like the back of my hair and the sides and everything is real healthy and full. It's just that little piece at the top. And I can still wear a quick weave and shit. Like my daughter, when I braid it down, I just got my nails done, and I can't braid my hair or nobody's hair with these nails on. And I ain't taking them off. So these under the wig braids stand the fuck up under here, unless I can go get my hair braided. And probably not tomorrow, because it's Sunday. I mean, it's Easter Sunday, but I could probably go on Monday morning. So tomorrow the wig it is. But I do got the stuff to at least put it on right, do the parts, make it look like a part and all that type of stuff, you know, where you got to use your little lace tint. I finally went and got me some lace tint and everything, because I didn't have that at first, so it didn't look like I had a part for real, because it was too dark. The lace is too dark, so I had to get some lace tint and like some lace spray and stuff, holding spray to hold it in place and everything, so I don't gotta wear my hat and stuff like that. And because that's why I be having my hat on too, not because I don't be wanting people to see me, but because I don't be feeling like doing my wig. So I'm gonna take the time today to feel like fucking doing it, at least so it could be decent. You never know, I might want to go somewhere tomorrow for Easter. Shit, I might want to have Easter dinner with some goddamn body. Somebody needs to invite me to dinner. My kids might want to go with their friends, I'm not sure, so I need to go in there and figure out that too. Because y'all know we don't celebrate holidays like that. And a few of my Lyft riders were saying the same thing, like, oh, they don't celebrate holidays like that either. But, you know, they might go to their mama house and their mama might cook or something. But all that shit that we used to do and all them Easter egg hunts and shit, a lot of people don't do that type of shit no more. Crazy. And you know, I'm so tired. The lady was telling me all about the people who was getting jumped downtown and shit yesterday. I'm so tired of hearing that. Like, every time we have something in the city or downtown Detroit, somebody always either got to start fighting or shooting. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? Rosemary oil works. Apathy. Okay. Cause see, I haven't been using no hair growth oil like that, and I made a mistake and left the one that I made or whatever. I made a mistake and left it. But when I do, I usually just use like the wild growth oil. But I'm gonna try those oils that you're saying or whatever. So yeah, I'ma see. Or who knows? I might find me something to do. You talking about you trying to grow your beard. Now I need to find me some oil that stop the beards from motherfucking growing. Cause I'm tired of plucking chin hairs. We can't have nothing. Shaking my head is sad. When our people try to have something, it always ends bad. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I'm for real about the motherfucking chin hairs. Shit. But yeah, like, I want my kids to be able to go downtown and I take them down there and I don't gotta worry about nobody trying to jump them or shoot them or no shit like that. Like, I'm so sick and tired of that shit. And then they want to sit around and say, oh, the city ain't how it used to be. Like, get y'all shit together. Get y'all shit together. And they was saying it was like grown men out there fighting, grown women out there jumping each other. Like, what? That's what I'm saying. Sometimes you expect that shit from teenagers. But grown ass motherfuckers out here fighting and jumping each other. Like, what? That pissed me off. And that's exactly why I said I wasn't just dropping my daughter off and leaving. Where your friends at? These motherfucking kids, they be set up kids too. What the fuck you all think happened to Kanika Jenkins and shit? I'm not taking my baby to no restaurant and leaving her there to wait for y'all to pull up, but y'all the ones that invited her. Y'all supposed to been there. But anyway, whew. Y'all know, granted, I was going through a lot and, still is, and, struggling and taking care of kids and things like that. But, the hard part about taking care of kids ain't even the struggling or when it comes to money or nothing like that. The hard part is trying to protect them. Making sure they stay out of trouble. Making sure that don't nobody else do nothing to them. Even since when they come out the womb. Especially if you got to trust your child at daycare or something like that. It be daycares beating kids and they get to fighting the other kids and all types of shit like that. And, hell no. But then when you don't want your kids to go to daycare, they want to, you just lazy. You don't want to get a job. Like, no, this shit be so fucked up. How can I bring my baby to you and I come back and pick my baby up? Somebody was just showing me that, one of my Lyft riders, something where a little 2-year-old girl had got dropped off at daycare. Her mama came to pick her up. She had a swollen fucking eye, marks all over her face, looked like she got jumped. A 2-year-old at daycare, the ain't shit no motherfucking body can tell me up in this bitch. So you mean to tell me you was watching our kids and you let another 2-year-old do this to my motherfucking baby? Or did you do it? Or was y'all not watching at all? Like, how the fuck did this happen? But then, this is why they want to say, stop at the office when they come to going to these schools and daycares. Don't let them in, stop them here. But then y'all be doing all types of shit to people's kids and shit. And not all of them. I'm just talking about the ones that's the ones. You know who you are. Because why in the fuck can't we go to the back anyway? When I was a kid, my mama could come to my classroom. She might have to stop at the office to get a hall pass or something, but she could come to the back to my classroom. It used to be time she could sit in the classroom if she wanted to. Some of these schools got shit so locked the fuck up. You see the teacher on parent-teacher conference. And then when you don't come to the parent-teacher conference, they be like, you neglect the child. I never see you and you didn't come to parent-teacher conference. Well, you need to let me come up in this bitch whenever I can. But they know what they be doing. Because some of these teachers, principals, and deans and shit be disrespectful as hell. And they disrespectful with the kids. Then they smile up in the parent's face. Fuck you. Yeah, everything is corrupt nowadays. The judicial system, like, and not everybody, that's why I feel so bad, but I understand why they say fuck the police now. And not all police are bad police, so I feel some type of way about that, because some police really take their job serious and they really out here trying to save lives and help the community, but it's some police that's real fucked up. So I get why people say fuck the police, but you can't treat everybody the same, because that's judging a book by its cover. But people will deceive you, and that shit. But sometimes, that's why I said, in this game of life, I learned that sometimes you gotta play dumb. And that's the most deceiving that I'm gonna do to somebody, is act like I don't see what the fuck you got going on. Because sometimes playing dumb is gonna save your life or get you justice. Because these motherfuckers out here is shiesty as hell. And they brag about it. Shit crazy. Shit is crazy. But I just had to stop for a minute. Look, I'm off work. See? I'm done lifting for the day. I'm about to run up to this Fridays real quick, grab my little change, and come back up here. Shit, my kids might need that $22-something. I gotta watch me some videos of how to brush my son's hair and get him some waves. I bought a brush today and stuff, and I need to take them to get another haircut and lineups and everything. And then my son Mari, he been wearing that puff ever since we took his little braids and stuff out. So now I don't know. He said he think he wants some dreads. I'm gonna see if Lex want to start him some dreads. If not, I'm gonna see if I can find a braider to braid his hair, because again, I want to keep my nails and stuff done too. So if I'm going to be working to do that, then I need to work to make sure that I have money to pay for my son to get his hair braided, because I'm tired of seeing that ponytail. And he don't want to get his hair cut, but he don't like to get it combed either. I was talking about that with one of my Lyft riders today too, because she was taking her son to the barber shop. It's like, I wasn't able to take them before. I didn't have no car and I wasn't making no money and shit. But now I'm making money, I could take them to the barber shop. They just recently went, but they can go again now. It's getting to the time where they can almost go again. And I'm going to try to keep up on that. As well as my girls, they want to get their hair braided too. And that's not cheap either. Lex, she got a job, but Lily, she only 15. She want to get some stuff done, which I keep telling her, well, she getting paid now for watching her brothers, and until Mir get a job, he is too. But they got stuff that they got to do and to take care of, and then put themselves into, you know, a comfortable position with the things that they want and need. So I'm trying to make a way out of no way, as well as teach them responsibility, as well as make the money so that I can do shit. I'm a 1099 them motherfuckers. Technically. Dang. I pay Lily cash. I need to get that cash back, put it on Cash App or Chime, or Cash App, because she don't got time. And pay her that way so I can 1099. Get them out there, so teach them something like that. Like I had to teach myself. Because I'm going to do Schedule C for sure. D, E, F, G. Look, I'm going to get mine some way, somehow. I'm here. You better believe it. Get them settled and everything so that they can catch up over the school year, catch up what they missed, probably do something through the summer, and then I know I'm gonna have to find Mally some programs, Mally and Mari some programs to get them all caught up with school and stuff. I don't know. I think I might homeschool them. Like, they need homeschooling and a tutor to get caught up. I'm gonna see if I can find some programs. Maybe I could do that tonight as well, since I'm done for the day. Especially Mally, because my baby he missed this school year. So I gotta get him all caught up. And even that type of stuff costs money. You know? And I ain't got nobody helping me. I gotta find it. I'm gonna look for free. I'm gonna look for free programs, of course. Because I'm doing this shit by myself. And that shit ain't cheap. And I ain't saying that it should be. It ain't easy teaching a kid. If I had the time and the patience and the knowledge to do all that, I would. But I don't. I got to make the money for other shit. That's what teachers are for. My baby, Lex, she could do it. Like, she teach autistic kids at her job right now. Well, Mally isn't autistic. None of my children are autistic. But he can get caught up with reading, math, and, you know, shit like that. Hell no, the school system ain't teaching them no real world or life events. They don't want them to know that they is programmed to have them set up to fail. They don't even want to teach them about shit. That's why I don't want to sound like a neglectful parent that don't give a fuck, but my kids didn't go to school this year for many reasons. Lex, she graduated high school last year. But my other 3 children, if you watch my channel, you will know we was going through a lot of different shit. And me not having no car, me not wanting them to catch the bus, not because of me spoiling them, but for safety reasons, like I was just talking about. And the shit that we was going through is why my kids didn't go to school this year. And it was a school by my brother's house that they could have walked to, but I didn't want them to go to that school. That's the school they went to the previous year, and it was too much shit. So, you know, I just want them to get caught up. But I say that to say, I personally think it's going to be a day and a time where our kids don't be going to school like that no more. Because, like you said, it's real world shit going on, real life events and stuff that hasn't even been exposed to us because, again, they don't want to teach it to us, like you said. But it's some shit like how they say everything that happens in the dark always comes to light. Well, the day and time that we living in now, shit coming to light. And when the government see that this shit really taking place, all that school and all that extra shit gonna be thrown out the window because they gonna be trying to focus on how to get shit under control. They gonna be doing shutdowns for real, for safety. Stay inside because we gotta figure out what the fuck is taking place on planet Earth. So, but that's how it gotta be for shit to be put the right way. I ain't saying that to scare nobody, but that's real life shit. Yeah, that's what I said. Preparing them to be workers. They start you off from a baby, going to school. Then they put you in a school system or the prison system where you either wearing jail scrubs or uniforms. Either way, they training you some way to be a robot. That's what I'm saying. People can't take shit so literal. When they say clones and robots, you gotta see that these motherfuckers are clones and robots. They want you to look alike, dress alike, talk alike. They don't want you to have no type of individuality. Oh, ladies, If you don't got a BBL, if you don't got big titties, a fat ass, hips, and all that, you ain't worth nothing. So then you got bitches spending thousands of dollars going to get bigger titties, bigger lips, bigger asses, fucked up hips, all that type of shit, trying to meet a standard. And everybody's doing it. So now everybody's looking alike. And then the ones who didn't fall for that shit, they try to down those. Oh, she just mad because she can't afford it. It's like, no, well, what if I'm just okay with who I am? You know, that's just one example of how they want you to be a robot. They want you to look alike. Even when it comes to weaves and things like that. Some places, they don't like people to wear their natural hair. If you go to some places and you wear an afro, that's inappropriate for work. They want you to tame your hair. You know? So it's all types of discriminations and all types of things like that. But they training you to look a certain way. So now black girls, we was out here perming our hairs and shit. And like I'm saying, my hair is nappy up under here because I braid it and stuff like that. And I let it grow out, then I'll re-braid it and stuff. But it's easier for me to just throw on a wig. But this ain't my natural self. I didn't grow this. And people say like, oh, black girls can't grow long hair. Black girls can definitely grow long hair. I just did. You know? So it's the way that the world is set up. They setting you all up to be robots. If everybody could look a certain way, they'll be happy. If everybody was trained to talk a certain way, they'll be happy. And this is what they slowly but surely doing to people who they call autistic and all that type of stuff. You gotta go to programming and they training you for hours and 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 hours, like they making you into a robot. When you go to school, you repeating stuff over and over and over and over and over again. It's turning you into a robot. They're putting in your head what they want you to know. They make you get Wi-Fi, they make you get cable, or you got some type of social media, and then they have For You pages, suggested pages, because they want you to watch what they want you to watch. But they try to make it seem like it's your choice. Oh, well, what's your opinion about this? Pick a few movies that you'll like and we'll generate a playlist for you. You know, they make it seem like, oh, we're doing this for you. But no, it's like you want to program a certain thing into people. But that's what I'm saying. It's a good and a not so good. It's pros and cons to it. A positive and a negative to that type of stuff. Because, like, using our phones, we can ask Siri and Google anything. That's a pro. GPS, if you don't know how to get somewhere, those are pros of AI and the internet and things like that. But then also you have no privacy when you download these apps and things like that. They tap into your phone anytime they want to. You got biometrics, fingerprints, eye scans, and everything like that. Like, you have no privacy. You have tracking devices on your phone because you're sharing your location constantly, whether you know it or not. So therefore, you're being traced everywhere that you go. So you have no privacy. Then they don't want you to have individuality. But then they say that this is the land of the free, the home of the brave. You got freedom of speech. But then they don't want you to talk about certain shit. So I be talking about all this type of stuff, and people think that I'm like a rebel or that I always just want to disagree with something, and that's not true. But I'm just saying I notice things that would benefit not just me, but everybody else too. However, some people are stuck in their ways, and they too stubborn to be able to see beyond what they know, that you can't see the bigger picture, that everybody could be balanced out and happy if things could be ran just a little bit different. Because obviously if you keep on running it the old way, there's not going to be a change. But they don't want to teach that in school. Yeah, you be on the same shit for real. It's just facts. But that's the difference between the woke and the sleep. That's the difference between the woke and the sleep. Oh don't know, y'all. I'm about to run up to this Fridays though and just grab my little bit of change, and I'm coming back here and get myself together. Like, take me a bath and stuff. See what the kids doing, and yeah. So I'll talk to you guys later. Love y'all. Thanks for talking to me. I appreciate it.